Hi, I'm Aidan Young. I'm the Assistant Manager of Digital Engagement at the Rubin Museum of Art, a museum of Himalayan art and ideas in New York City. One of those ideas from the museum's collection is impermanence, the idea that nothing stays in a fixed state, everything is changing all the time. And it can feel pretty heavy and kind of scary, especially at a moment like this. But the other side of impermanence is that it also allows for new ideas to flourish. And artists know this idea best, right? That if everything were to stay the same, nothing could get better. Everything would be stagnant. So to kind of break into that idea a little more, we've invited Brooklyn Raga Massive, musicians from the group Brooklyn Raga Massive, to join us. And we're going to take a look at a few works of art. We're going to hear from the musicians to get their perspectives and share a practice or a tip with you to carry with you for the rest of your day and beyond, to inspire you to navigate those changes a little more gracefully. So the guiding question for today's episode is, how can uncertainty fuel inspiration? Now, let's take a look at a sculpture together. Vajravarahi, depicted in this sculpture, is a powerful female deity. She's considered the embodiment of the wisdom of all Buddhas and a victor over ignorance. She's associated with the charnel ground, or cremation site, which is considered a powerful place for practice in Tantric Buddhism. If we look closely at her, on the left side of her crown we see the head of a female boar. For Tibetan Buddhists, this symbolizes her ability to overcome ignorance, which is represented by the pig. A few other details demonstrate her ability to overcome ignorance and attachment, including the garland of skulls around her neck, a staff decorated with vajras and skulls, and the curved knife in her hand. This curved knife brings to mind the powerful Tantric Buddhist ceremony Chud, with which Vajravarahi is associated. In Chud, which means to cut through, practitioners deliberately go to a place of intensity to confront their fears. They visualize the cutting away of their own egos to become free from destructive habits of delusion. The fearful place becomes an incredibly powerful source for clarity. Now I'm going to introduce you to musician Kane Mathis. Kane Mathis looks at moments of challenge as an invitation to let go of habitual patterns, to learn more about the authentic self, and to embrace the power of uncertainty. Here's Kane.
Hi, my name's Kane Mathis. I play the kora and the oud, and the question of the week is, how does uncertainty give rise to inspiration? And I think at its most useful, uncertainty can be an opportunity to generate responses that are not automated. A response that is not automated might be called a more authentic response. And when you have this opportunity, it doesn't necessarily mean that you're going to do something that's completely crazy or completely deconstructed. It just might mean that you accept the invitation to do something that's a little bit different, that pushes you beyond your previous boundaries. And so you can have a lot of discoveries using this as an artistic exercise. This is exemplified in music, in improvisation, I would say. Where you don't have predetermined material, you're reacting in the moment, and you are hopefully accepting that invitation to respond from a non-automated place. To that effect, the example that I'm going to play for you today is a musical form called the Taksim, which is unmetered. It has some rules to it depending on the mode that you're playing in, but essentially it is also extremely open-ended. So thank you very much for listening. Thanks very much for listening. You can comment on this post to keep the dialogue going on this topic. And my closing thought would be to accept opportunities for self-reflection and knowledge.